and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review slash show and tell on a new foundation, or a new foundation, a couple of new products actually, from a brand called Jeunesse Global. They have what's called the NV line, and it includes a primer, a foundation, as well as a bronzer. And they teamed up with me to create this video for you guys, to show you guys the foundation, the primer, just the entire line. So basically the NV line, like I said, includes a primer, a foundation, and a bronzer. I was sent the entire line to show you guys. So they are an airbrush type of system. So it's like a spray can. So it sprays onto the skin. So it's not like a traditional, makeup application. However, it's supposed to be a lot quicker and easier, and you can achieve any type of look that you'd like. I'm gonna go in a little bit more detail during the actual application process, so just stay tuned for that. If you'd like to see how I got this look using the NV line from Jeunesse Global, then just keep on watching, and you can hear my thoughts at the end.
So this is my bare skin. This is what my before is going to look like. I have freshly washed my face and applied moisturizer. You always want to prep your skin with your moisturizer before going in with makeup. So this is what my skin looks like right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the headband or the head wrap that they sent. This is to protect your hair from the makeup, since it is a spray type of foundation. So you definitely want to pull your hair back a little further than what I did, maybe in a ponytail with the head wrap. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the primer. This is the NV primer. It fills pores and creases, and it just makes a smooth surface for your foundation. So you want to shake for 5 seconds and then spray in a zigzag motion across the face. I'm holding the primer about arm's length away, and just let it sit for about 10 seconds before moving on to foundation. I was sent 2 shades in N6 and W7. However, I went ahead and chose W7. Doing the same thing, shaking for 5 seconds and then spraying in a zigzag motion across the face. This first layer is going to give a lightweight, natural application. You want to let it sit for 10 seconds, and then I'm taking the NV puff that they sent and just pressing it into the skin. You can use a brush or a sponge of your choosing. However, I wanted to test the line in its full entirety, so I definitely used the NV puff, and I actually really liked it. So after you spray your first layer, you want to let it sit for 10 seconds and go in with the NV puff. As you guys see, just lightly pressing it. And then I kind of checked it out to see if I wanted more coverage. The foundation claims to be able to build to a full coverage, so I went ahead and tested that theory, going in with a second layer here, again holding about arm's length away, and then letting it sit on the skin for 10 seconds and pressing in with the NV puff. If you guys couldn't tell from my face, I was kind of impressed. I was like, whoa, this is actually like building. It was very interesting to see. So yeah, that's what's happening here. And of course, you guys know I'm a full coverage girl, so I'm going for 3 layers, spraying one more time in a zigzag motion across the face. As you guys can see, it's getting in my hair. That's why I recommend you pull it back a little further. And then I'm waiting 10 seconds, and then I'm going to press in with my NV sponge, or my NV puff. And the coverage on this was super full. I definitely didn't need another spray or anything like that. And this is why I was so surprised, because it built up to this super full coverage. Like, I just was so shocked. So I'm going ahead and, like I said, just using the NV puff to just press it all into the skin. And honestly, the foundation doesn't need to be blended at all. Like, it goes onto the skin so nice. It's crazy. So now I'm taking the NV bronzer. This is just gonna provide a subtle shimmer slash glow onto the skin. So I'm just kind of popping it at the tops, or like on my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin, basically. Unfortunately, this shade was just not quite dark enough to actually be a bronzer for me, so it didn't do much for my skin, but I still wanted to test it out and show it to you guys, just so you had an idea. So this is my skin up close. As you can see, pretty full coverage, and it looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished product.
Okay, so I'm back. I'm all dressed. My hair's done. Makeup is finished. To finish off my makeup, you guys, I literally just added a little bit of some concealer, highlighter and blush, and then brows and lashes and a lip. So really simple, easy look, just to kind of complement the foundation. So let's just kind of get into my opinion on the line. So the Indie line, like I said, it is a complete line. You guys seen I used the primer and the BB cream foundation. Well, it's not a BB cream, it's considered a BB Perfecting Mist Foundation. So I was a little skeptical when I heard BB in the front, because typically that means a very subtle, natural, like a BB cream, you know, that's what was in my head. But it did say that it has buildable to full coverage. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it full coverage, because you guys know I love to be full coverage. So yeah, I was a little skeptic, okay? So the primer, after putting it on, you guys seen I misted that. I could feel like it felt like, how can I explain it? Not silicone-y, but it felt like, you know, it made everything kind of smooth, like how those primers feel, you know? So I sprayed that onto the skin and I let it sit for 10 seconds, and then I went ahead and went in with the foundation, as you guys saw. The foundation shade, they sent me two. So I had a N6 and a W7. N6 was a little too cool tone for me. It was a little too pink, so I didn't utilize that one. I just used the Warm Honey W7. This was a little, like literally a tad dark, but I like it because my body is so tan right now, so it actually worked out perfectly. So yeah, so you shake for 5 seconds, then you spray, and you want to do like zigzag motions, okay? The BB Perfecting Mist claims to be a natural, like a natural mist for lightweight wear, but buildable. So it claims that one spray will give you a lightweight natural finish, natural coverage. The second spray, if you go over it again, will give you a medium coverage, and then a third spray will give you full coverage. So as you guys watched, I went ahead and did 3 full sprays across my face, because I love full coverage. So I definitely agree that it builds to a full coverage. I mean, look at my skin. You know what I mean? Now, I don't have troubled skin either, so, you know, I imagine if you have some, you know, more blemishes or problem areas, you'd have to use a little more product. But it does say that if you're wanting to conceal an area, spray some on your fingers and then press it onto the area that you're trying to conceal for a fuller coverage. So that is always an option, but I definitely like the coverage. It claims to be for all skin types, oil-free, but a hydrating formula, as it has aloe inside of it, so it is meant to be a little hydrating. I would definitely say that the finish for this foundation is a demi matte. So what I mean by that is it has a matte finish, but it is a very natural matte, very skin-like. It's not overly matte to where it's like you're dry, you know, but it has a nice skin-like appearance. Not too shiny, and then definitely not too matte at all. So I actually was surprised. I actually really liked the finish of it. Sorry, I keep looking at my mirror because I'm like, wow, it looks really good. So again, this product claims to have an 8 to 12 hour wear. So I do want to test that for you guys. So it is now 3:08 p.m. I did my makeup super late today, but I'm gonna come back on here in a few hours, probably in about 5 hours. I probably won't make it to 8, but just so I can show you guys how it's wearing on my skin. So yeah, so I definitely really enjoyed the primer foundation, especially the BB Mist foundation. Like, I'm sorry, I was really like skeptical, I can't lie you guys, like I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do, but I feel like my foundation looked good. Like, I feel like my foundation looks really, really good. As you guys seen, it did get on my lips, on my brows, and on my lashes. However, it wipes right off. They recommend you leave it on your lashes as it can act as a primer for your mascara and things like that. So I went ahead and left it on my lashes. So obviously with this, I would definitely recommend doing your eyes after you do your foundation, because it is a misting foundation, but it is super quick. So I literally got my foundation done in like less than a minute. And then I used the Indie Puff that they sent with it. They sell these, and it's not like a sponge, it's like a puff. And I didn't really need to blend the foundation, in my personal opinion. I feel like the mist like sprayed it perfectly on, but I did go back with the puff and just like pressed, you know, just to be sure it was in the skin, and that did perfectly fine. It says you can use a brush or a sponge, whatever, you know, your preference of blending your makeup out. You know, you can use whatever. But I definitely like using the sponge. I wanted to try it out just to make sure I used the line in its entirety. I even used the headband. If you have blonde hair, definitely make sure you put some sort of headband and pull your hair back, because the mist will get in your hair if it's not pulled back. They also recommend that you don't get dressed, like you get dressed after applying the makeup, and I definitely would agree with that. My t-shirt did have the makeup residue on it. It does come out, you just have to wash your clothes, it comes right out, it doesn't stain. However, you don't have time to wash the clothes that you want to wear when you're getting ready, so definitely get dressed afterwards. That's why I had a t-shirt on while I was applying the makeup. I don't have a t-shirt on now, but I did. I definitely agree that the mist, the perfecting mist, really makes the skin look really nice. Like my skin looks so smooth right now. I'm pretty sure you guys can see on camera, like I feel like my skin looks great. So yeah, the bronzer, so the Envy bronzer, it's meant to be like a highlighter mixed with a bronzer from what I'm understanding. It is a little bit deeper in shade, and it has a sheen to it, so it does have a little bit of shimmer, but it's supposed to be very subtle. This didn't do much for me just because I am so tan already. The tone of this isn't quite dark enough. So if you're a woman of color and a little bit deeper than me, this might not be the best bronzer in a sense for us. So yeah, and as far as the foundation goes, it does come in 9 different shades. Like I said, I'm W7. I'm the third to last shade, you guys. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the range. Again, you know, Genesis Global is a very new company, so hopefully they will extend the shade range. But yeah, so I'm third to last. There are 2 more darker shades after me. The last one is fairly dark. I can't lie, it looks very, very dark. And the one in between is like a medium. So they just don't have those in between shades just yet, you know? The coverage, like I said, definitely buildable. I definitely think this would work for a good range of skin types. I'm severely dry. Like I have such dry skin, you guys know. My skin is so dry and I love it. It's definitely not something that I would call dewy, but it's not something that I would call matte either. So I definitely think someone with oily skin would really appreciate this, as well as someone with dry skin like me. It is water resistant. It claims to be water resistant, meaning if you sweat or you get a little splashy splash in the face or it's humid outside, you're gonna be fine. So it means it's perfect for the summer. I really enjoyed this foundation. Like, it just looks really good. I can't wait to see how it wears and come back and show you guys. Also, it doesn't have any parabens and it is oil free. So, you know, if that matters to some people, it does for some. So I wanna let you guys know. So I'm gonna kind of wear this and just kind of see how I like it for the next couple hours. I gotta go grocery shopping and clean my house a little bit. So just run a few errands and I'm gonna come back and let you guys know and see how the foundation is looking and sitting on the skin.
6.5 hours later.
Hey guys, so it is now 9:45. So I think the last time I showed you guys my face was at 3 something. So it's been, sorry, King is like knocking at my door. So it's been about 6 hours or so. So first of all, my makeup still looks great. It's like literally on here. Let me tell you everything that I did in between the time. I went to the grocery store, I went to the mall, I walked Ghost. If you guys don't know who Ghost is my dog. I walked Ghost and what else did we do? And then I put all my groceries away and I'm about to make some dinner. So yeah, I did like a lot and it's very hot outside. So my thoughts, it hasn't broken up on my face at all. And I don't know if it's because I am a drier skin tone. Skin type, so, you know, I don't really get oily, but it looks really good to me. Like, I still feel like it is on my skin. I feel like I'm gonna get plenty more hours of wear, just like it claimed the 8 to 12 hours of wear. I'm definitely gonna say I agree with it. My face, like my makeup is on here, girl, so I definitely agree with that. It didn't oxidize or change any kind of weird colors on me. It looks super good. It's not shiny. Like, my face isn't oily at all, even though I don't get oily, but you never know. I just want to state that. So yeah, everything just looks so good. I'm just honestly really impressed with the foundation. You guys know I'm an eyes first kind of girl, so I'm gonna have to get used to spraying the foundation on prior to my eye makeup application. But the foundation looks so good, I think I can deal with it. So yeah, you guys tell me what you think about the way my foundation looks down below. And I love it. I'm honestly gonna give this foundation a really good review. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a go for it. The only downfall that I can find in this foundation is just the color range, but they are a new brand, so I'm sure they're gonna expand. Alright guys, so that's gonna be about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!